What's up, guys? We're gonna give you a minute, just have some people jump on here, but we're gonna talk about some Facebook ads for realtors in this video. We're gonna break down some of our top performing Facebook ads. We're gonna talk about listing lead ads. Okay, I'm gonna talk about buyer. I don't know. I actually might hold off on buyer leads, but we're gonna go through open house leads and a couple of seller lead ads that you guys can kind of take a look at and see the structure of how we're creating these ads. And then I'll actually even show you guys the landing pages that we're using, as well as if you guys stay on here till the end, I'll get you guys free training and just hook you up with it of how we're actually setting up the targeting. It's good to know like how you're creating the ad, but the whole setup, the targeting, all that stuff. So looks like we've got a few people on here. So if you guys are on, go ahead and let me know who's on here. I want to get a good feel for everyone that's on, and then we'll dive into things here. Okay, cool, guys. So let me just as we're going through this, let me share my screen. Okay, because I want to be able to show you guys the exact ads. I want to show you the copy, the images, everything, explain why it works so well, and some of the different things that we're doing here. Right? So okay, awesome. So I've got my screen shared, and let's dive into the first ad. So if you guys go actually to this real estate agent page and you scroll down, we've got several different like random posts in here. But if you go through, you can go through. Actually, the easiest way to find all these is just going to photos and then just opening some of these different photos. So like you can see like right here, you can pop it open or whatever. So anyway, if you're like wanting to, like later you're watching this, you want to go find those, that's how you can do it. So this first one, now if you guys have been watching my channel for a little bit of time now, you guys have probably seen this. This one has worked consistently extremely well. So if you have a listing, you want to go through and market, this is a great way to go through and promote it. Now this one, obviously it just has one image. What I like to typically do though, this is obviously just a demo example right here. I like to throw in about 10 to 12 images so that before the person opts in, they can get a little bit better feel for what this home looks like. Because this specific home right here, it actually looks really nice inside. It's completely redone. The backyard, I mean, it's fine, but obviously it's fall too, so it's not like the most exciting thing. And so I like to give a little bit more of a feel, because if you look at this home right here, like, you know, you can't judge a book by cover. You can't judge a home just by that outside, that front area. And so that's why I like to add a little bit more pictures. But if we look at the copy up here, you can see we've got some emojis in here. We're just trying to make it fun. We've got some hashtags, because you can see with hashtags, Facebook makes that blue, so it pops a little bit more in people's news feeds when you're going through and showing this to people. Okay, so this was before. This is pre-listed. This is something that we ran, I think, like it's probably been like a year and a half, 2 years now, but this worked extremely well. And like it still is working amazingly well, because we're still doing it pretty much every single day. So it says see it before it hits the market, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. And then I like to have a call to action. So like the real call to action here is inviting people to get the price, the location, and more pictures of the property. Okay, so like I mentioned, we're gonna have about 10 to 12 photos here, but then you want to maybe hold back about half of them. So let's say if you only have 15 photos, maybe show only 7 to 8 here, hold back the other half. But then we like to give 2 paragraphs of just kind of like the hot items about this property, of why somebody would want to actually opt in. So this is kind of like our hook, right? So, you know, stainless steel appliances, vaulted ceilings, you know, how many garages it have, does it have a pool? Like, what are the cool things that people are going to get interested in? Or if like it's a family moving in, it's across the street from a park, close to schools, whatever it might be. All right, so this is the first one. If you guys have questions on this first one, go ahead, type in the comment section. If you guys are watching the replay, you can also drop a comment down below. I'm pretty good typically about going through and responding to all those different comments. And so this next one is very close to a listing lead. So like this is a listing we're going through and marketing. This is for an open house, right? So it's the same concept where we're going through and marketing like a specific listing, but this is for a specific event. Okay, it's not like a listing lead one is obviously kind of an ongoing thing. Open house is like a specific day, a specific time. So you can kind of see the way this is structured here. So same type of thing. I would probably go through and add about 8 to 10 photos on this, or even a video. If you have a video, it works great. If you don't have video, or if you're like, I don't have a professional video, guys, professional videos actually convert typically worse than just an actual iPhone video. Okay, so something from your mobile phone. So That on social media typically gets people to stop more, because if it's professional, people totally know that, hey, it's an ad, right? Okay, so if we come over here, we've got open house this Friday at 6 p.m. We've got the address, and then we've got a quick call to action. And then just like this other one where we have the 2 paragraphs, we just got one right here, but same type of concept, right? So beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, large backyard, built-in barbecue, game room for the kids. We're just hitting all the top things. And when we're going through and running this ad right here, guys, what we want to do is run this about 5 to 7 days before the open house. So this one says this Friday at 6 p.m. I would probably start this campaign on Sunday before the event. Okay, and then if it's at 6 p.m., let's say you're going from 6 to 8, I would let the campaign run until about 8 p.m. And you can actually go through and do that, set that all up inside of Facebook Ads Manager with the targeting, which is super nice. And I like to do that because, like, let's say it's Friday at 7 p.m., someone's on their phone, like on date night or whatever, and someone's like, hey, look, there's an open house, let's go to it. So it can bring in some more people, because sometimes people go through and think, oh, I'm gonna stop it right before. Well, you actually want to keep it going while you're there, right? So this is kind of that idea. And then, oh, I forgot to go to the landing page on this one. We'll go here because it's very similar type of landing page. So it's just get instant access to the video, walkthrough, and e-brochure of this home. They click on this, put a name, email, phone, hit submit, they become a lead. Now, one key thing that is important to note is if you have whatever image is right here, if you have multiple images, you're gonna have one big one, and then you're gonna have a few small ones. Whatever image is the main focus, you want that to be the same background image right here, so to keep that consistency, right? So anyway, that's kind of how that's all set up. And then let's jump into, these are 2 different sell lead campaigns. Let's actually hit this one first. So this one, we're going through and we're calling out our market, right? So it says your city, your county homeowners. So Salt Lake City homeowners, Phoenix, Arizona homeowners, or whatever. Do you want to increase the value of your home, right? So like you're calling them out. And then this one, as I mentioned earlier, guys, I'll get you guys I'll hook you up with the training where we go through all the targeting and how we set up the targeting. But we would target people that are homeowners with this, right? Because if they're live in Phoenix and they are a homeowner, and this says, hey, Phoenix homeowners, that's speaking to them directly. And so we're gonna have very high engagement here. And then we ask this to kind of pique their interest, right? Say, hey, do you want to increase the value of your home? Now, what homeowner? So like I'm a homeowner, and like if someone's like, hey, I want to show you a couple steps of like how you can actually increase the value of your home, I'm all ears, right? Like I want to know how I can go through, increase the value of my home. So it says, hey, get my tips here, link out directly to the landing page. You guys can see all these landing pages are very basic and very simple, right? Like a lot of times people will reach out to me and be like, hey, I want to like do this and that and like move the call to action box and all that. Guys, that historically, in my experience, just does not convert as well as some of just these basic landing pages, right? So now if we go through and let's say we're on mobile, so if we come through and make it small, it's just gonna pop up small and nice, and it's all specific to mobile like that. See that? So anyway, just keep that in mind as we're going through and looking at these landing pages. And then it says, hey, I've compiled a free report, the 7 simple hacks I tell my clients to raise the value of their home before selling. Get my tips here. And as far as that goes, lots of times people ask me like, well, Jason, do you have like the 7 simple hacks? You have that free report. That's something that ideally I would recommend you put together for your business and customize it and tailor it to what you've got going on to your area, right? Like we could go make something. Actually, I have made something in the past, but the difficulty about that is in every single like geographic location, there's different tips and different strategies to go through and increase the value of your home. And just the market's a little bit different, right? And then also if you got your name, your branding, your profile picture, your everything on there, that's just so powerful when it comes to personal branding and building your own brand with everything that we've got going on. Okay, so now this is another one. This one is what I like to call it kind of like celebrating your successes. So you can see, hey, just sold in 90210, whatever your zip code is or city or whatever, sold for a full appraised value in 25 days. Obviously, you don't want to lie. You want to tell like what actually happened. And then say, hey, we need more 90210 listings as soon as possible due to buyer interest. something that you can throw in here. And obviously guys, don't make this up, like only put it in there if it's true. But like sometimes I've had agents that have been working with a family or a couple or or whoever it might be, and they put in there like, hey, like we have a family with 3 kids looking to move into this community, right? And then you target that specific community. And so a lot of times, like I like to do this of going through and celebrating your successes. So you as a realtor, as a real estate agent, your success is when you go help someone buy a home, right? Or even more so when you help someone sell their home. Okay, now it's good to go through and promote that. Now this is obviously just a picture of some random stock photo of a home. It is also beneficial to go through and show a picture with the of the people that just sold or bought a home, of them in front of their home, right? So like that kind of catches people's attention a lot more than just a stock photo on Facebook. So that is something that I highly would recommend doing as you're going through and setting all this up. Okay, now really quick before I get you guys to the lead generation training or the Facebook ad training of how to do the setup and all that stuff, I'm going to give you guys as a free bonus here. I want to show you guys just really quick how easy it is to set up all these landing pages. So you see all these different landing pages, get your free home evaluation in here inside the Arsenal software. So we've got our basic landing page right here. If we come over here and click on create another website, we've got our listing leads template. This is the exact one we use right here. So when we click out, we can kind of see this template right here. Opt in, get their name, email, phone. We've got our motivated seller. So this is kind of like going through, you can put in an address, it pulls the address from Google Maps. This is the open house one. This is the same open house campaign we use right here within this ad. We've got the seller leads, more seller leads, which are the same ones we're using up here, and then buyer leads with no listing, which I actually did not show you guys that ad today. But as part of one of these special bonuses, guys, I want to be able to get you guys that ad, that training, how to set up the whole Facebook targeting and everything. Now, as you guys can see in here, you've got all the mortgage websites. You got several other landing page templates, as well as we integrate in here with Facebook lead forms, which is super powerful. Okay, so anyway, guys, I've got this. It's the buyer leads mini course. You can see this is Shauna. What she had to say. She says, I absolutely in love with Arsenal MKG. I don't have my autoresponder set up correctly yet, but in less than 24 hours, 22 hours to be exact, I have 35 buyer registrations. So registrations, she's meaning leads. So she got 35 buyer leads within 22 hours, and she says, this is crazy. Can't wait to learn and master the auto follow piece of this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna just drop this link into the chat so you guys can have that. And then if you guys are watching the replay of this, then what I'll do is I'll throw that down in this description as well, so you guys can have that. But anyway, that was kind of it, guys. That's the Facebook ads for realtors. I showed you guys several different ads. If you guys do have questions, hit me up in the chat, drop a comment down below. If you found this video helpful, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you want to share it with some other people that maybe have struggled with doing their Facebook ads in the past, I would greatly appreciate that. And guys, go through and opt in. Make sure you opt into that free training there, because really a big part of this is setting up the Facebook ads campaigns the right way. Okay, because a lot of times people go through, they'll make a post on their Facebook page, they'll go hit that blue boost post button because it's just so easy and it looks like the right thing to do, right? But as we've mentioned on past videos, that's just to get likes and comments. So if you want to see real leads, like someone's name, their phone number, and their email address, you want to go through and follow inside that video of exactly the strategies of how to set things up with a landing page or a lead form, whatever you want to use to actually get leads. Okay, because obviously likes and comments, that's great. It gets some good social exposure. People, you feel good about it. It's like, oh, I got 20 likes on this or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, you're spending money on Facebook ads because you want to do business, right? Like, you want to make money, you want to get a return on that ad spend. And so that's what we want to do there. Okay, so let's see. Kelly says, I would like to refer a friend, colleague. Where can I send them to see the intro video? Yeah, great question. I appreciate that, Kelly. So let me get up. So this is the URL to my main intro video right there. So that's like kind of like our initial intro webinar. We'll always show you guys the Facebook ads, the landing pages, the email follow-up. I show kind of like the whole structure of why you want to use a landing page versus a website, which if you guys have been on some of my past trainings, like landing pages convert so much better than websites. You actually see about 10 to 25 times more leads coming in from your landing page as opposed to website. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching today. If you guys found this video helpful, once again, give it a thumbs up, share it. I would appreciate that. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll try to maybe make like a follow-up video to this, show you guys some more ads, some different techniques and strategies that you guys can go through and use. And okay, Kelly said, great, sign up too on that link. Yeah, so if you go to that link, it's signing up for my initial intro training. And then when you're watching that training, it'll have the link to actually go through, sign up, and get started. So I appreciate the referral there, Kelly. I really do. So thanks for jumping on and referring. And with that said, guys, I will I think that's it for right now, guys. It's kind of like covering those core Facebook ads as far as, you know, listing leads, which that's like consistently our #1 performer, guys. Like we're getting leads for $1 to $3 per lead on average. Our open house, the seller leads. And once you kind of get this initial part set up and you have leads come in, we've got some cool things that I'll share with you guys a little bit later this week that we're doing to auto sort and pre-qualify all these leads with not only email marketing, but with Facebook Messenger. And guys, Facebook Messenger has been super, super powerful. We're using it in our business. We've seen amazing results. The agents that we've helped set up with Facebook Messenger, they're seeing killer results as well, booking way more appointments from the leads that are generated as opposed to just kind of like generating leads and like hoping and calling all these people or emailing them out, hoping for a response. Messenger is where it's at. It's working extremely well. So with that said, guys, thanks so much again for watching. And if you guys are not subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe. We'll try to launch new videos every single day, help you generate more leads, make more money, and grow your business. So with that said, guys, thanks so much for watching and have a good evening.